a.m. to 9 a.m. Join Andy Williams, Michael Kerr, and Lennox Smith, the Ground Report team on M1047 as they rip apart the lies, half-truth, and misinformation that the mainstream media never discuss. The Ground Report. Hard-hitting, informative, undiluted, uncompromising, and unfiltered. Monday to Friday on M104.7 FM. Get the raw facts before making any life-changing decisions. Only on The Ground Report.
The Ground Report, the Ground Report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The Ground Report, the Ground Report.
I would think that there's been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. Shop at ADC Supermarket, Cleaver Road. A very comfortable and clean environment. These prices are unbelievable. Come see for yourself. We have the best alcohol prices. Don't miss out. Get those specials on liquor. Put food on your table with ADC Supermarket, conveniently located at number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima. Every Friday and Saturday is real vibes and live entertainment from your very own DJ Christian on Friday and Saturday. Everyone is talking about ADC Supermarket. Shop in comfort and in a clean environment with the best prices for all your grocery needs. Secured parking. Remember, free delivery. Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. ADC Supermarket, number 4 Cleaver Road in Arima.
Add some value to your good times with a Wow Bucket from KFC.
You have no time to cook cause you're stuck in traffic. You're working late, don't worry, we got it. Life hectic, KFC's a flick. For real value, come get it. Wow Bucket, wow, get yours now. When you only go where you like me. Wow Bucket, good for every bucket. Together is better with a Wow Bucket.
7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95. Bringing people together. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Chinese and Ari Restaurant. Open for breakfast and lunch. 7 days a week.
6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
67 Western Main Road, St. James. Opposite Standard. Serving local breakfast items like sada, pies, fry and roasted baked. With all your favorite fillings and assorted lunches.
Available from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Get pilau as low as $25. Or get combination lunches from $25 to $40. Crab and dumpling on Fridays, 12 noon to 3 p.m. Soup Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. A la carte with burgers, fries, nuggets, gyros, loaded hot dogs. Just about anything you could think about. From 6 p.m. Sunday to Sunday. For more information, call 382-9347 to place your order. Chinese and Ari Restaurant. Open 7 days a week at St. James.
The big question today, how much will my electricity bill increase? Stop worrying. Act now. Replace your bulbs with energy-efficient LED bulbs now available at Trinity Lighting. When you purchase 4 60-watt LED bulbs for $112.50, you get 2 absolutely free. That's right, absolutely free. Or purchase 3 100-watt LED bulbs for the same price and get 1 100-watt LED bulb free. Trinity also has the following options. Purchase 2 4-foot LED tube or 1 8-foot or 2 LED colored bulbs for the same price, $112.50. and 50 cents. At Trinity, we also stock specialty items and a wide range of electrical supplies for all your household, medical, marine, commercial, and much more. Any hard-to-find bulbs or parts, we can source it locally or internationally. Check us out at 123 Western Main Road in St. James or call 628-8373, WhatsApp 461-8620 or email trinityetc@yahoo.com.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Disclaimer. More FM Limited, its owners and associates, accepts no responsibility for statements made by the talk show hosts or their guests. More FM Limited does not endorse any of the information provided during this commercially booked segment as the truth. That you have to judge for yourself. We, however, reserve the right to question statements made. But in this time of misinformation, government-controlled media, and corruption, it is sometimes hard to get the truth. But we must try. It is not our intention to discriminate or annoy anyone. We believe it is our constitutional right to free speech, to voice our opinion, and our duty to the population and country to expose the truth. More FM Limited takes no responsibility for the opinions of others.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
More FM 104.7.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Time check. It's approximately 19 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report. Yours truly, the pitbull of radio, Lennox Smith, in studio. Well, it's a pleasant good morning to each and every one of you that are look on to us on Real Media TT on Facebook, Real Media TT on YouTube. Carmen Nadira, all of you, John, Angela, Balrup, all of you. Fufu. Bix. Denise. Matilda Rose. Rhodes, in fact. Tara. Davika. Anne-Marie Amin. Marilyn C. Charan. A pleasant good morning to you. Biznat, good morning. Primraj, good morning. Sandra, good morning. Mina from Princess Town. Anthony, good morning. All of you. Marvin. Ann Brown, man. Good morning, all of you that already look on, man. Ja Group. Earl, good morning. Grace Caesar, good morning. Samantha, good morning. Everybody. Not forgetting pleasant good morning to all maxi taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers. Good morning to you. To all senior citizens, a pleasant good morning to you. To the physically challenged disabled people, good morning to you. Not forgetting our sister Isle Tobago. Good morning to you, Tobago. Dave and Deborah, good morning to you all. Yolanda, good morning. Rudy, good morning. Indra, good morning. Not forgetting good morning to all loyal listeners, supporters, well-wishers, critics, haters. Most importantly, good morning to all stakeholders, patriots, Trinbagonians. That's people that will put their God and their family first before the race, religion, and politics. That is mashing up this country. Division, disunity. Joe Williams, good morning. Denise, good morning. That Denise and Dave. That Denise and Deborah. No, wait. Dave and Deborah. That plenty Denise, boy. Macano, good morning to you, man. Oh boy. Miss Lorna, good morning. Dennis C. Paul, good morning. Kenrick Prasad, good morning. El Savi, good morning. Mr. Ramnarain, out there in Canada, good morning. Akash, good morning. Mina Steiner, all of you. Hey, let me say a pleasant good morning to Mr. Tunapuna. Let me say good morning to Miss Santa Cruz. You must say good morning to Mr. Freeport. Yeah. Anderson Wilson and them on the beat. Kingsy, good morning to you. Mr. Karanaj, a pleasant good morning to you, my brother. Researcher, good morning to you. A&A Doubles and Roti out there. Noel Brown, Gita Brown, all of you, a pleasant good morning to you all. Miss Brooklyn, good morning. Miss John, good morning. Auntie Pat, Esther in Tobago, Mama Bernie, good morning. Silver Fox, long time. Hope everything is all right with you. I've been here for a while. When I hear people that get frightened, I say, hey, like they're going, they know that how this go. And then somebody will call and say, Ole, no, we want to be good friends. They're gone. So give me a call if you know it's all right. Miss Lorna, good morning, Miss Lawrence. All WhatsApp groups, Valerie, always doing a great job. Valerie, a pleasant good morning to you. Good morning to the people of Valencia, Toko, Sandy Grande, from Mutura to Matlat. Good morning to you. I say good morning to the Sandy Grande Regional Corporation and all its councillors. Well, let's stay strong. Good morning to each and every one of you. Chairman Philip, all of you. Nasser Hussein, good morning. Darren Mohan, good morning to you, man. Neil De Silva, a pleasant good morning to you, your daughter, your wife, all of you. Good morning to each and every one of you out there. I will go forget Small Dread boy. Small Dread and the wife boy. Small Dread, good morning, man. Troy, all of you, good morning. Can't forget Das Snyder, man. Das and she husband, her family, kids. All of them, Brandon, all of you. A pleasant good morning to you all. Miss Dulcie, all of you. Yes. Hey. Bullet, good morning. Carlos, good morning. Philip, Fat Boy, good morning, all of you. Latoya, good morning. Yeah, man, today's Friday. But let me get on to business. It's a lot of mornings, eh? All of you, man. All. I hope each and everybody find the love. Find the love. What will we go see? Ruben, good morning. Joseph, Tony, all of you. Nicholas, good morning. Madan, good morning, man. Hey, now checking out that day. Jack Warner, good morning. All. While we, the Arima team, Darren Daniel, Darren, Daniel Metalman, all of you, Pagai, all of you, good morning. Ronald, good morning. Kenwin, good morning, man. The Valencia West team, good morning. Dunarain, good morning. All of you. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Lennox Smith. While organized to look for some of these headliners. Look for the mainstream media and all headline news. Just stay here with the mind at again. And we got to do it. But Lennox Smith, a pleasant good morning to you.
Pleasant good morning to you as well, my friend. Are you hearing me loud and clear?
Loud and clear.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Of course, before I do anything else, I want to pay. I could use the descriptive word homage to, of course, all of those who had wished me. Of course, that is something I don't normally announce, but thank you for, because of you, I have had ceaseless, of course, telephone calls and commendations and so on, and wishes for more happy birthdays. So thanks. I want to say thanks. I mean, in the circumstance. Of course, I wanted to extend a special thanks to the community of George Street, Nelson Street, and all of those who, even though I normally would be very private in those circumstances, I did a trek. I went across to Spargo, so just to clear the head, and to contemplate a little bit.
Don't make it sound so nice. Don't make it sound. Just a clear head.
Yeah, cool. Then they tell me, listen, they sent a request to the DJ. I said no. I just come to sit down and be quiet and so on. And as that was about to happen, I just leave one time because I simply don't like the attention and so on. I'm a very private person, even though I'm in a very public office. Let me put it that way. And times like these, I figure there's too much attention.
That is why people had to tell me your birthday. You're too private.
So I want to thank Lenroy and others for, of course, not in the initial stage announcing, but somebody I bought a beverage for, and then they realized what was said earlier on the program, because I want to tell you we have a tremendous following in the East Port of Spain area. Dada across the road, I just hear him from here. Hear him meaning that his radio from here in the building. That's to tell you how loud it is across and bellowing across George Street, Nelson Street, Piccadilly Street, Charlotte Street, and all of the other adjacent streets as well, including Duncan Street. So I want to thank all of them for that recognition and that support. It shows that even though you may not want to, but there are people who will recognize your contribution, and therefore, no matter what you think, they would, of course, do something to demonstrate that appreciation. So once again, words is not sufficient for me to express my deep appreciation for all of the commendations and all of the best wishes. And I could assure you, on this and other programs and efforts, we are going to continue united in order to deliver to the people, because it's about delivery as opposed to personal aggrandizement, etc., etc. But having said that, Andy, again, I cannot overemphasize that this Rowley administration seem to be blighted. They seem to be cursed. Because here it is, we have a situation where Dr. Rowley only last week was praising the Baron Lara Stadium for one of the best things that his administration had produced. Of course, not telling us that it cost $1.90 billion. He didn't tell us that. He only mentioned about the 90 million that, of course, was expended to complete it during his administration, but not telling us about the billion before, and the corruption and the overruns and the overspend, and of course the integrity issue, the structural integrity issues that particular project brought to Trinidad and Tobago in terms of cost and in terms of what I consider to be inappropriate advertisement for infrastructural development in Trinidad and Tobago. The match that was played, for the semifinals between Australia and Afghanistan. I want to tell Afghanistan, I think you did tremendously well. I think all will sit back and note your performance. However, they only made about 50-something runs against Australia at the Baron Lara Stadium. But every one of them, the coaches, the commentators, the players said that is one of the worst pitches that they would have played on. After Rowley praised it up so much. So that is why I started by saying that these people are total and absolutely cursed. So they criticize, of course, the condition of the pitch. They say ball was flying at shoulder height, willy-nilly, helter-skelter, and therefore batsmen were afraid, of course, to plunge forward, fear of getting damage, etc. And that is what has transpired after Rowley has praised it in so much glowing terms. But it is stereotypical, so it is not uncommon, nor one should be surprised of that kind of self-serving aggrandizement that always turns out to be null and void, of no effect, and an exercise in futility. That being as it may, let me, of course, just highlight one or two other issues. On a Friday, we like to highlight issues that may have escaped us during the course of the week, and therefore this Friday is no exception. Of course, a thief robbed a watchman after trying to smash in Labre ATM machine. So some fellas, they took a sledgehammer, trying to open it, they didn't get through. So they saw a nearby opportunity, a soft target, and they stole they took the man's money, they robbed him, and of course his vehicle as well. So it was both a vehicle hijacking as well as a normal run-of-the-mill robbery. Trinidad and Tobago judge shortlisted for CCJ bench. So we have that development taking place. There is a vacuum created, an opportunity created, where there is a need for a judge. I think that we recently left, and therefore Trinidad judge is part and parcel of that shortlist. I think it's a shortlist of 4 persons from different countries. I think Bahamas is one of them. Privy Council rules Marval property sale in Marval property sale dispute. Well, I think this is the one that we didn't mention during the course of the week, and that is the unfolding issue with respect to the issuance of silk, or more practically called senior counsel. Of course, daily. And that is being commented by Martin Daly, who is a senior counsel and a former head of the Law Association, and he said that the Law Association's participation in choosing silk an error of judgment. Well, yes, of course, I think it was C. Baran, who is the current head of the Law Association, did say that they made a submission and they were somehow consulted on that matter, something that ought not to have been. But worse yet, the membership of the Law Association apparently were none the wiser, or were not consulted on the matter, and therefore she has been the subject of some very scathing criticism as to that high-handed approach. And of course, those are my terms in terms of
Let me ask
what
you
I've
something.
read. Go ahead.
Did you touch me here because I just get a little distracted here because I got reminded that my last year my big one of my daughters they passed for their choice, and then this 1 year passed for she in Azra, I think some Azra Girls College. So I want to congratulate my daughter for very hard, and all C students that
that is important. It will be remiss of us if we did not, of course.
Some people started getting results already.
All of them.
Yeah, so some people started getting results already.
Those who pass for their first choice, second choice, third choice, or none of the choices, but were placed in according to their marks. Don't feel despondent. See this as an opportunity, because you would learn, and I'm sure that you have been learning, all of you, and will continue to learn that sometimes what you don't do when you are not successful at something, you try and try and try, and of course you'll succeed at last.
And the ministry,
standing at the foot, gazing at the sky. How can you get up there if you never try? So try and try and try, and you'll succeed at last.
Eventually,
I remember that poem. Yes.
Nice. And the ministry here, all in the Guardian, the ministry records a slight decline in the C scores. It just recorded a slight.
Yeah, and I find it disingenuous and an exercise really in what I consider to be language use deception. If there is a decline, there has been a decline, but to say that there is a slight, I have a difficulty with that. If there's a decline, there is a decline, because you're not doing anything to motivate people to say, well, all right, if there is a decline, then of course we need, of course, to improve. I think that is what should be emphasized rather than saying a slight decline. It always is, should I say, pregnant and saturated with what I consider to be disadministration, deception, and attempting, of course, to appease when in fact the situation is one that requires firm and transparent accountability, and let the process then move forward as people know where they stand. But somehow Rowley and they believe that they must soak and to say nice things, using, of course, language to manifest that. And at the end of the day, the reality is that we are the worse off for it, as we have seen in recent, of course, results of the C exam, the CXC exams as well, and Dr. Rowley and they, of course, attempting to obfuscate or to, as he would say, blindside people to that reality, because it is clear, and that is why they have not been, or they have made a decision not to publish the first 100 probably in C, because of course, and our view, my view at least, is that is done because the first 100 you will hear Ram Singh, you will hear, of course, names like Singh, and you will hear Budu Singh and all of those names, and therefore they want to create the illusion for the African population, because they told the African community 2015 notwithstanding that, listen, them Indians and them does fake their degrees. Well, oh gosh, people, if they're doing well at the level of C, you don't expect them to do well at the level of CXC, and you do not expect them to enter the university, and you do not expect them to, of course, be tops in their respective fields of endeavor, academic and otherwise. Yeah. I mean, let us not fool ourselves. And Dr. Rowley and they are doing an injustice to the African community by not telling them or obfuscating their responsibility by telling them the hard and raw truth that they must compete, they must get up there and compete in order to generate the ultimate best for Trinidad and Tobago. What they are promoting is mediocrity as opposed to meritocracy. I mean, Rowley, just get out of office.
All right, hold on, cool down. Oh boy,
when they're insulting our collective and independent and individual intelligence, man.
Nice.
Go ahead, my friend.
Right.
Yes, yes.
We also seen in the Guardian here. Well, I don't know, most like you already. I don't know if you read it already. We call him call him transfer letter to BIR. Customs workers upset. PSA. The TTRA clash.
In spite of the court decision is in September, they have put a hold on any further action as far as the revenue authority is concerned. And here it is, typical. We saw this criminal behavior exhibited by this government when, of course, they try to hoodwink the population that, listen, the commissioner, the evaluations commissioner sent out letters, bogus letters, to ask people and threaten them if they do not evaluate their own property and send back that information. They were threatened with $5,000 fine and imprisonment as well. That is the nature, just for them to get their way, because they believe that having a tenuous majority in the parliament, 22 out of 41 seats, that they can rule as a dictator, as autocratic as they want, and that they have no accountability or no accounting or no transparency to anyone and can use public office in that way. That is misbehavior in public office at minimum. Misbehavior in public office. So that's another exercise. So he ignores the court order of keeping the injunction in place and is pursuing. Whilst, of course, the PSA is pursuing, of course, the Privy Council decision, because they were given time to, of course, take the matter to the Privy Council.
And here next joke now. Oh boy, I don't know boy. Robot, what's me? We can't give doctors in Trinidad long-term contract. Nurses and all of them, you know what's going on with them. Which the nurses and all is a profession, boy. Just like, you know, and to see this kind of contract 1 year and thing where they can't go to the bank or nothing. And she's nothing, but hear this now. You go laugh. Them ain't want to employ nobody. Robot doctors coming soon to TNT, says they are sing. How will you feel if your heart surgeon is a robot? This is according to Health Minister Terence Dial Singh. He said, may soon be a reality as Trinidad and Tobago is working towards introducing robots to its medical well, you know the answer there. What do you think about that?
Well, it's consistent with Dr. Rowley's narrative lead.
In the arsenal,
because Rowley just recently was talking about AI, artificial intelligence, and that will take over the world. And of course, he introduced that in his Labor Day message to show, well, listen, machine may well take over the work of man. But of course, we knew that since the age of computers were introduced. And what we know as well is that all mankind has to do is to adapt to different work scenarios, so that instead of
if it is that a robot to take over a particular job that had been more efficient and more effective than a human being, well, the human beings will now have to turn to fixing the robots, and of course, programming, writing, and all of these other professions that will come as a consequence. There's always room for the human being, because the robots are there to serve the humans, but humans produce them. And therefore, of course, whether it's AI and whether, of course, it is a robot engaging in the health sector at the level of operations in the theaters and performing operations, but the point I'm making is that these fellas, because they are so afraid of Rowley, that they will manufacture, they will adapt their narrative to appease Rowley, because that is the only nexus I am seeing to that statement with respect, and it has happened on several other occasions, so I could talk that. I saw Hines was saying that after Rowley would have said that crime is a public health menace. All of them start to talk that talk. All of them.
Well, let me ask
all of them without any rationality, boy.
Oh boy, because we had to take a little break there, so.
Yes. Because so it is ridiculous, as it is, of course, laughable, ludicrous, and clearly demonstrating a group of individuals who, for the next opportunity to sound good, sound bite, they will, of course, pursue any course, any port for a storm, in other words, not recognizing that they are on the rapid decline in popularity. They have failed as a government. They have not delivered, and they continue, of course, to flounder, whilst the population suffers. 2025 cannot come too soon.
Nice. And this is where we call at the end of the day, getting down to business very quick. Let me just go out and then we go take a little break and come back. We are seeing here St. Vincent Prime Minister summons police as country records 5 murders in 10 days. Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonzalez has summoned the senior officials of the St. Vincent and Grenadines Police Force to a meeting after the country recorded 5 killings in the last 10 days.
Well, at least he summons the police, because you notice he didn't take Dr. Rowley's advice and say that it is a public health menace, and therefore when a fella point a gun at you, you just run to the nearest pharmacy and ask them for some kind of medication in order to avoid that bullet from entering your body and, of course, expiring your existence on Earth. I mean, that is so ridiculous.
Yeah.
And take $3 million, and that may not be the final, but we will take it because they have control of the information. $3 million to bring Ralph and others here to talk that hogwash.
Yeah, but they say so far
at our expense.
They say so far this year there have been 23. So in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, 23 homicides. And look at the action of the Prime Minister and the police force. Trinidad and Tobago is, let me give you the number now. Remember yesterday I told you 7.
Yeah,
Remember yesterday I tell you.
Overnight.
Boy, let me get it again. I told you yesterday, we reached 275. Remember today's 25 away from 300. Well, today it's 280. 5 murders between yesterday and today, boy.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, Lord.
And Rowley, they don't know that they have to prepare to demit office by putting their papers together, hoping that they could, let's say, shred what they could shred, because certainly blue lights and silver bracelets await, whether at the civil level or at the criminal level, for what they have done over the last, well, by the time election call, it will be last 10 years.
Wow.
To the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Misinformation, maladministration, misappropriation of resources, and including finances and projects and program and policies, and therefore should be expeditiously looking to get out of office instead of trying to waste and to further to the point of ad nauseum frustrate the people of Trinidad and Tobago.
Nice. So Trinidad and Tobago, let's do our civic duty and go pay the bills. When we come back, the lines are open. Let me give you all the numbers. 229-0251, 229-0251, or 239-5120, 239-5120. Or you all will give us a WhatsApp call and send your all WhatsApp voice notes. It will be played. And remember, please, everyone, try to make it short and sweet. It will have exceptions for various people. It is what it is. It is what it is. Right? It will have exceptions for various people, but let's try to make it short and sweet. So we take a break and come back. When we come back, more right here on the Ground Report. We'll be back.
Once again, thank you, of course, East Port of Spain, George Street, etc., for your commendation. Thanks very, very, very much. We go for the break, and when we come back, more.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Chinese and Ari Restaurant. Open for breakfast and lunch. 7 days a week.
6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
67 Western Main Road, St. James, opposite Standards. Serving local breakfast items like sada, pies, fry and roasted baked, with all your favorite fillings and assorted lunches.
Available from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Get Pella as low as $25 or get combination lunches from $25 to $40. Crab and dumpling on Fridays, 12 noon to 3 p.m. Soup Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. A la carte with burgers, fries, nuggets, gyros, loaded hot dogs. Just about anything you could think about. From 6 p.m. Sunday to Sunday. For more information, call 382-9347 to place your order. Chinese and Ari Restaurant. Open 7 days a week at St. James.
The big question today, how much will my electricity bill increase? Stop worrying. Act now. Replace your bulbs with energy-efficient LED bulbs now available at Trinity Lighting. When you purchase 4 60-watt LED bulbs for $112.50, you get 2 absolutely free. That's right, absolutely free. Or purchase 3 100-watt LED bulbs for the same price and get 1 100-watt LED bulb free. Trinity also has the following options. Purchase 2 4-foot LED tube or 1 8-foot or 2 LED colored bulbs for the same price, $112.50. At Trinity, we also stock specialty items and a wide range of electrical supplies for all your household, medical, marine, commercial, and much more. Any hard-to-find bulbs or parts, we can source it locally or internationally. Check us out at 123 Western Main Road in St. James or call 628-8373, WhatsApp 461-8620 or email trinityetc@yahoo.com.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life. Because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and credible.
Are you heading east this Friday or Saturday? Make Cabs Bar and Lounge Curabe your #1 choice for cold beers, great music, hot fries, tasty chicken, and unbelievable fish combo. From 4 p.m., join more FM's Starboy Kerry and yours truly Music Library. Cabs Bar, your one stop for cold beers, tasty food, fun, and yes, each and every Friday and Saturday, win a bottle on the spot at 11 p.m. Yes, complete on location, the entry form, and at 11 p.m. become an instant bottle winner. The one place in the east where the beers are very cold, the fries are very hot, and the chicken and fish combo tasty. So join the fun at Cabs Bar and Launch at Curep.
Lauren said, call out in New York City.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
More FM 104.7.
The Ground Report, the Ground Report report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The ground report. The ground report.
I would think that there's been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The ground report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Nice. We are back. Time check. Yeah, it's 3 minutes to the hour of 7 o'clock or 7 o'clock. You're listening to the ground report. In studio, yours truly, the Pitbull of Radio and Lennox Smith. Again, let me say a pleasant good morning to each and every one of you that are locked on to us on Real Media TT on Facebook, Real Media TT on YouTube. A pleasant good morning to each and every one of you. And if I did Mohammed, all of you, I already hail out a lot of you. So they had to come on early, man. Man, Uncle Breeze. Hey, there's a new one I seen, boy, Uncle Breeze. Yeah. Marilyn Cicharan, I done hail you out. You was in self day and I done hail you out already. You and Amory, amen, all of you. Alright, anything new? Anybody else that I did not hail out that is on? Mikey Thunderboom. On your big in-game problem, you know. Mikey Thunderboom. I have Miss Santa Cruz looking at you very, very closely, eh? Yeah. Don't play the fool at all. Right, and all you Roger, good morning, Roger. Kelvin, oh boy, good morning, Kelvin. Right, who else? Anthony, I've seen some new Anthony. Who else? I miss. I'm just running back too fast, running up to see if I miss anybody. Shirley, all of you, good morning. Narish, yeah. Budram John, morning, each and every one of you, man. Matilda Rhodes, well, you always on, you know, early. Oh, boy. Richardson, good morning. Aisha, good morning. Small Dread, hey, you're up early, boy. God bless you, boy. Boy, I ain't gonna lie. You and many other people is one of my greatest supporters, you know. All you're good, boy. All you can make people feel like $1 million, you know. Telling you about always make me feel good. Those type of things is what gives people inspiration. Yeah, let me say morning to Small Dread wife. Ban, good morning, Ban. I only hope this Ban ain't getting trouble, you know. I'm watching this Ban fella a little bit while now, you know. Helen, Ali, yeah, good morning. I'm watching all who want to get trouble. Trouble means talking nonsense. Charles, good morning. You know, we don't mind, you know. Jason, yeah, Jason Jaffas, good morning to you. We ain't mind, you know, but just don't the nonsense you're talking, don't get out of timing with people and, you know, don't get personal and them kind of thing I'm talking about now. Battle normal, you know, write up what it is. If it is you're fighting a point based on these people saying that it had no water in plenty areas, people ain't getting water for weeks, or they're saying the roads bad, or they're saying hospital and no bed, or they're saying they can't get medication, or they're saying things hard, or they're saying it have no job opportunities, or however, and you have an issue with them doing that, well then you have to tell them that your government, the PNM, hey, all a lie because all over have water. The road's good. Yeah, battle real. Tell me the truth. Yeah, tell me the truth. That ain't a lie. Then because they can't talk the truth, because these people, all these bloggers here talking the truth, how PNM people is do it is they start attack you personally. They can't say, well, the Ministry of Health have done this. The Ministry of Education is doing this good job. I see Mr. Hawketta. Boy, that man put $2,000 in the line. For at least somebody to come and tell him one good thing the government doing, boy. And up to now, nobody win that 2,000, boy. But so look what they have chance to win 2,000. To you, the government supporters, that the government ain't doing nothing wrong. That everything is in goal. Mr. La Hawketta have $2,000 to give to any one of you you supporters of the government, that I think he did say, just tell him three things that the government, 3 ministries or 3 things that working. I think it's that. Mr. Lau, kita go call in and give. Kita go call and say how much money.
Yeah.
How much,
But Andy, that challenge reminds me every time Mr. Lau Kita, of course, projects that particular challenge. First time I probably went to that station on an interview, Umbala was the host, and we were talking about Laventille and so on, and Heinz called in. So when he called in, he said, well, listen, you know, the usual braggadocio, boasting of all the things he has done and so on and so forth. So while he's there, I asked him to name 3 things that he did that is of significance in Laventille. Well, there was a long pause, and then I realized that he had a challenge. So I said, all right, well, name 2. The pause continued. And then, of course, I asked him to name 1, and then I heard he hung up.
Man, let me go to the lines. Let's give the callers their opportunity. Oh boy, because we don't want no buffer from the callers today, you know. Go ahead, caller. Pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning.
Andy, no, good morning, Andy. No, you know. I have a different thing this morning. I go buff you. Good morning, Andy, Lennox, Mikey, Newbie, and to everybody out there. Andy, I'm asking your permission, please. I would like to address an issue, a front burner issue, right?
No problem.
Is it all right?
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Right. Thanks a lot, Andy. Andy, let me tell you something. My toes are very sensitive, and I would prefer if somebody drive over my toes with a forklift than to lie on me. And you see this nasty habit that Freeport has to be calling my name and lying on me, like how he lied on Ryan Rampersad, like how he lies on Anal Ram, and anybody who he feel he could lie on coming after me, I'm going to tell him here now this morning. The next time you call my name in any lies, I'm going to send you a pre-action protocol letter like what I did Tabaki, because I'm fed up of this nonsense now. I don't have anything to tell you all. Now, why would I instruct anybody to block you on the YouTube chat? Why would I do that? But because you know that the girl introduced you as my friend, because you were telling about corruption in the UNC, and she pulled you up on it, and she told you to go to the police, right? You feel now that you could come after Sabrina and I, but I'm telling you this morning, I'm not going to stand for it. I did not, Andy, I did not have anything to do. But you know what? I strongly believe that he's been encouraged by some people, but I'm going to tell him that some people is not going to get the pre-action protocol letter. You are the one going to get it. Andy, the music. You are the one that is going to get it. And Andy, let me clear up. Hello?
Yes, we hear you loud and clear. The music.
Andy, yeah, okay. Right. And I want to tell Lennox something this morning. Right, Lennox, this does not reflect on you. Right? The day of the protest, he came after and he told you that we were saying not to give no money to you or to the ground report or whatever. Lennox, that was not true. What we were talking about, and I was right within earshot. You remember I come in on your program and saying, I'm sorry, Lennox, but I cannot give to these people again, meaning all the people that you were collecting for books and school books, because of the way they cuss Indian people. You remember that, Lennox? You understand?
Yeah, I remember that distinctly, yes.
That was right. That was one of the reasons why we said, right, that we were not giving the donations. And the next thing what somebody said is that people are asking for donation, but they're not telling us, which is a good something that they were carrying, not telling us what they were asking for it for. It had nothing to do with the wrong report, collecting money or anything for the wrong report. And I don't know why these people like to dress up things and bring it here. For what? Fame? To get, listen to me. I have a reputation to maintain, right? I have my name to maintain, and nobody is going to sell it. And I'm saying it today, Friday the 28th, is it 28th? Right, of June, right? Anytime Mr. Freeport call my name again, I'm going to send him a pre-action protocol letter. And Andy, before I go, I want to ask, why is the Rotary Club getting involved in this stupidity with the Diego Martin Corporation putting up a peace poll?
Yes, boy.
Poll? How much did that cost the taxpayers? How much? Right? Or they're gonna take that money, Rotary Club, and give it to the poor. Help Lennox buy hampers and school books. But that, well, then they need to put peace poles all over the country, all the PNM constituencies. And if I am reading, somebody send me a newspaper clipping, there were blows and cuss out in some PNM meeting. They should have put a peace pole there. Right? What all you put in, what is that serving? Where the gunman and them feel to go and kill somebody, they go run and hug up the peace pole? And wait, run now, they go Martin to do it? That is utter stupidity. They are here for Rotary Club to get involved in that stupidity. Andy, thank you so very much for allowing me to vent. Take care, guys, and have a good morning.
No problem. Oh boy. So all you watch all your mouths because people is getting very, very serious. I and all anybody come here, I looking to see go send some protocol action letter to all the two, you know. Anytime all they interfere with the pit bull, because the pit bull is only interfere with government, anything dealing with service to the people. Bad people, I only interfere with bad people. I only talk about bad people. So, if I only just talk about bad people and all they call in to tell me pitbull is a potong, I go and give all your protocol action letter because no, I is a pitbull, I is not a potong and all they damaging my name there and I will, so be able to listen, right? Nice. Just wanted to bring a little humor to all of this, but it's very serious, really and truly. Let's concentrate on. Let's go. Let's concentrate. You know, to be going. Nice. Let's take a next call there now, man. Morning caller.
Good morning, Mr. Andy.
Hey.
Good morning to the Ground Report family. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago.
Miss Lovin, man.
Mr. Andy, Lovin.
How you
I'm
going?
just calling to say good morning.
Nice. How you going?
I am feeling a little
good.
Better, Mr. Andy.
Nice.
Yes.
And
yes,
how about your next son? How we doing? How we taking it?
He's not feeling well. He's not taking it.
Still ain't taking it good.
Lightly, Mr. Andy. So yes, I still have to be babysitting him, has to say.
Yeah, but when you watch the kids, you must remember your son. When you watch the kids, you remember him. He was a good fella. I mean, the system really and truly kill him. It had no ifs or buts, so maybe. I hope that you get, but how he already died, would you be able to still get, Lennox Smith, would she be able to still, like, go at the state for malpractice or although her son already died, and Trinidad and Tobago, for those of you who know look on, there's a Miss Laverne whose son died waiting for diagnosis of his issue. He had cancer. And,
frankly, we ought not to allow this to appear to be normalized.
All right.
And therefore testing it in court will do a tremendous amount of good for the entire society, because the court may well decide that such a period to depend on the state of course committing itself to provide such a service, and 3 years, 4 years to wait for that particular service in circumstances where in circumstances where the ailment may deteriorate to such a degree that you can expire. And therefore, one can safely say that it is that has caused the expiration or the death of that particular individual. So I think it should be tested in the courts to see what the courts have to say, so that, of course, the only way the government and the state sector will be much more responsive and much more responsible to their duty and response, particularly in circumstances where they have no control, they cannot create life, and why must they actively engage in the expiration and loss of life?
Nice. So you all try to test it, and if it have any lawyers out there that are willing to test it for Miss Laverne and her family, right, and to see he get his diagnosis.
Give us a call as well. Give us a call, any lawyer out there, human rights lawyer that public defender that wants to, of course, test this matter in
Could
court.
I give them your number right now, Miss Lovin? Like I can call your number out for any lawyer. All right. Any lawyer.
It would be an expensive exercise, especially if it is experimental and it is historic in nature. Because the first time the government will be taken to court for matters like this.
Yes. So let me get your number here, Miss Lovin.
And as the case of Cummins would have told us that, and of course, I say the case of Cummins because he is suing the state, and it's true, the Attorney General, as we would have learned from his counsel, which is Ramesh Lawrence Mirage. So
call your number again.
We are being edified.
Your name is what's showing alone, boy.
My number is 36436. So Andy, I'll have to text you back the number.
And I
honestly cannot remember it.
Well, I will be able to call it like because this number here, I will be able to call it like when you come off the phone, I'll be able to get it.
Yes, you will.
Right, so I will call it out.
Number.
All right, but you take
okay,
care.
Thank you. I'll
stay
text you
strong.
now. Yes, have a great day.
And
everyone.
I hope any lawyer are willing to organize and assist. And this is a very, very important event here. To see, he had a cigar down and says when he get in Ghana, and he get it in one day. And Trinidad the boy before he dead had to wait for 7 months. He dead 2 months before he would have been able to get it.
The causative agent is the lack of the should I say the efficaciousness of the state to timely make the intervention that is required based on the urgency of the ailment. You can't be deteriorating, let's say you have cancer and so on, and say wait for some kind of therapy down the road and that thing spreading through your body like wildfire. I mean, it is just ridiculous. But whilst we're talking there, I remember the present minister of tourism. What's his name? We said that we had some disclosure to make on air on 104.7. That's a standard joke between Mikey and myself. And Bram, before we could even utter one syllable, one word on that particular matter, we got a pre-action protocol letter for something that is still in our minds. We say it yet. And
they send up to action letter.
Yeah, that's how thin-skinned these fellas are.
But let me take some calls.
They are government and playing hardball only because they have the protection, the legal and otherwise protection and abuse of the law enforcement agencies to protect them. Outside of that, they are simply what I consider to be null and void and of no effect.
Nice. Let me take a few calls because I had to take a break.
Knew them before they got into government. Nobody knew them.
Yes. Oh boy.
Including Lowly.
And her number to any lawyer. Her number is 267 1859. 267-1859. Again, any lawyer. Or they can give Miss Laverne a call at 267. If anybody have a family that is a lawyer and all they know about the situation and all they willing to help Miss Laverne, at least all they take her number. And all they can always give it to give her a call or let all their family give her a call. 267-1859. Nice. So let's go to the lines. What says Dow this morning? What's on your front burner on this Friday? Let me see. Let me go for a voice note there. Let me see. Well, they can send all a voice note by the time, But so long as I see the lines lighten, I will play voice notes by the time. Oh, hey, let me say a pleasant good morning to Mikey K. Mikey, well, I know you'll be on in a little bit. Yes, we had a nice conversation yesterday. Hey, boy, you just make me laugh. Yes, boy, Mikey. Hey. All of the lines are open, eh? Let me take a call here. Morning, caller.
Morning, Andy. Morning, Lennox. happy birthdays after the program. I just realized yesterday was your birthday. So belated happy birthday to you. I realize what I have realized. I have realized plenty people that were calling on the program. I'm not sharing them again. It's because of the little bickering and all sorts of things. You understand? A big people, and we must know what we stand for. It's a program we're carrying on, and thousands of people listen to us. So, we must be a little caring and think to others, right? The program is a good program, it's a one, entertaining, and also experience people dealing with the program. So I want to see the program flourish, not good. You understand? Because we are big in it. Thank you very much.
All right. Hey. Mikey Thunderboom. Well, look, Mikey Thunderboom sent something here. He said that is Forex and TNT about to become even scarce? Oh boy, Mikey Thunderboom, man. All you don't forget that money. Come, let me take a next call. Morning.
Good morning, Ground Report, Tunapuna.
Go ahead, Mr. Tunapuna.
Andy, let me tell you something, and I'm telling this country, and let him put in all your notice. The not health care, but health care system in this country is about to worsen. Because I'll tell you why I say that. When you could hear the Minister of Health talking about robots to provide services in health care and things, we already have people there who, well, some of them operating, well, you could say the Minister of Health and the government by extension is robots. Because they don't have a clue of what the hell, they don't have no human compassion and what have you and things. But why I'm saying this, Andy, is that I saw on the thing, article on the papers, the government is looking for cemetery spaces. It is because, you know why? The amount of people dying from negligence, and not only that, but, lack of proper health care.
Healthcare in this country is a real mess and truth, Mr. Tunapuna.
Right, and listen what I tell you. I was listening to the Joint Select Committee. And one of the spokesperson there for the healthcare was saying that as a consequence we have, so this is why they bring in robots, because what they're saying is that some of the senior healthcare nurses are leaving this country because they're being moved by the top countries outside, to come and work for them. And in addition to that, Andy, they had Roshan Parashram on the panel. And he was saying that the non-communicable diseases, Lennox, you could help me out if you saw the thing or heard about it, that it is bearing a strain on the country because the amount of these like diabetes, heart attack, and all these things. So therefore it means to say that in the near future or as time progress, we would not be able to provide proper health care to deal with these things. And in addition to that, they talk about the CDAP drugs is a strain on the country and what other things. So people understand that even though you're getting sick based on the way how the country is being run, the stress, the pressure on you and whatnot, and people are suffering with all kinds of diseases, you cannot and you will not be able to get proper health care in this country. And as a consequence, you will dead, and they're looking for proper spaces, more cemetery space to think. Because this is the article by Al Rawi on the papers that they're looking for that. And finally, Andy, I want to ask a serious question here today. Is it that, because I saw on the news that this fellow, I think it's Gopal, I don't know if he's the High Commissioner for Trinidad and India. And these people, I don't know if Rowley and them is taking chain up from these fellas and them, including that of the Indian High Commissioner in Trinidad, who has recommended this Jindal fella to this country. Remember, the whole question is that this fella have a passion for bribing people. And I am asking the question, is money passing Rowley? Is money passing Gopal? You understand what I'm saying? And people, we can't rule out that, because this is a global trend. And it is happening all over the world. In big developed countries, I think, where people are being hauled before the court on charge of bribery and corruption and whatnot and all this kind of thing. And I am asking the question, is the High Commissioner, because sooner or later if Escobar was alive, Rowley and them would have wanted to deal with them because yeah, what the statement he said.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the statement he said when people question in the opposition and citizens asking about these fictitious transactions, and he say all the time we're crying about no foreign investors coming here and whatnot and thing, and we need foreign exchange and whatnot. Rowley, not at the expense of you and your criminal intentions and the people that you're associating with, to put this to blacklist this country, that this country is dealing with criminal elements and people in the underworld and whatnot and things. You understand? And I am saying, I am asking questions if whether the Indian High Commissioner, who might be fully well aware that this man is facing the court, and including that of the High Commissioner, I don't know if that's the High Commissioner of Trinidad in India, Gopal, because from what I understand is that these people have been, key players in promoting this fella to Trinidad and Tobago to conduct business. So, Rowley, you have serious questions to answer, because when you look at your track record and the people that you are aligning yourself with, the Maduros and company and whatnot and things, you have serious questions to answer. And I would like the opposition to take up this issue, whether the Indian High Commissioner and our High Commissioner to India over there, if these people is aware of this man's issues as it relates to court matter and whatnot, and promoting this man to do business in this country. But have a bless.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tunapuna. Nice. And he wasn't that bad at all. Nice. Let me read what Thunderboom really sent me there. I now watch the rest of it. TNT Guardian is sent that from TNT Guardian 5 hours ago, I think. I've seen here because I put he sent. Lennox Smith, well, you were able to answer this. Given the estimate by Moody's that TNT's or Trinidad and Tobago liquid foreign exchange reserves decline by an unprecedented 28% between April 2023 and April 2024. What options does Mr. Colin Imbert have with regards to the availability of foreign exchange to individuals and companies? All right, and that's where the bottom part say is Forex in TNT about to become even more scarce now. Boy. You want to reply on that? No, let's finish, take some call because I have to take a break quick and come back. Let me see. Morning, caller. Let's try to make it short and sweet. Morning.
Let me say, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Kingsy. Go ahead, man. Make your contribution.
Let me say good morning to you, Smith. Good morning to the listeners and the family this time. I say, I'm going to take a early piece of the cherry. I'm going to say good morning to Mr. Tunapuna. He always stand with a contribution that many of his own people we didn't see. He questioned his own people when they leave PNM, when they leave UNC and go on PNM. He questioned his own people when he see corruption. So he is like we, because we question our own people, our African people, when they thief and they rob and they think we question them. So I want to say, Mr. Tempuna, it's always a pleasure to hear your voice. You know what I mean? So, Andy, I want to say this, yeah. It's sad to see that people believe that one day Lavantil, Mova, will see that we vote for the UNC. I from up there. I born up here. And I want to make it clear, they will never vote. They will never vote. After I leave the PNM, I never campaign in Lavantil. If I had the campaign for the PNM in Lavantil. Because it is the facts. I don't have that dream. I don't ever promote that. Because I know. No, I know. I don't sell that dream. I cannot sell that dream. You come back saying that Kuva is going to vote for the UNC, for the PNM someday. That is when my grandchildren make children. Well, stop selling that dream. Stop saying that the PNM is going to lose all the seats and will be wiped out. Hey, the PNM has surety, 12 to 13 seats surety. The PNM had the base, the same way how the UNC have the base. The PNM have the base, they have the people, the same way how UNC have the people. We will never see 1986 come again. We will never see it again. Because there's people still loyal to the PNM. Still,
whether they're hungry or not.
So that Jim,
whether they're hungry or not.
Suffering or not.
Tell them.
They're getting killed blood in the community, and they're gonna still vote. I think Heinz got lost. Heinz had done nothing for 9 years in Laventel, and if they're moving from Laventel West and play Laventel East, he gonna still win because he's a PNM. I think Lennox would have many ideas, and he's a better man for the MP.
But Lennox tried. Remember Lennox
because
with a rocket. The rocket never flies.
Lennox with a win. Lennox with a win. If they go up on a PNM ticket, but you can't go up on a UNC ticket in Laventel.
Or independent.
How much votes we get? 5 votes, 100 votes. And so we gaining because we get 3 votes. We gaining enroll in Laventel. Oh, stop fooling people, now, man. Let me stop talking that kind of talk. That one day, Michael X, one day we go see a dream at Laventel and beat them and see that and they go Martin and Carnage go vote for the UNC. They will never do it.
Wait, hold a minute.
Never do it.
Hold a minute, Kingsley, because it's unfair with my co-host on, and he is one people. He always says he's very optimistic and think and that one day Laventel will vote against the PNM. Lennox Smith, a pleasant good morning to you again. Lennox Smith, is Kingsley talking the truth? Lennox Smith, or Laventel will vote?
See how you like Kuchu? You see how you like Kuchu?
Yeah, that's exactly so, Lennox Smith.
My rationale for being optimistic is that the destruction of the African community by a so-called African party, to which, of course, we have been indoctrinated. I say we because I'm from Laventel as well. We have been indoctrinated over foreparents, etc. And that is the difference. Why is the fanatic, or should I say the traditional UNC constituency and their dominance of it is justifiable? Clearly, in the African context and along the East-West corridor, and with the advent of the PNM in government for the most, and Africans have deteriorated rather than advanced. That is the basis on which I have placed my confidence that sometime in the future, communities like these would have to change because they have no choice. And I am saying so again because Saho was so at one time, Don't forget that. St. Joseph couldn't be beaten at all. Couldn't be beaten in terms of switching to another party, but we have seen it. And not once, not twice, so it's not an aberration like 1986. It has happened. So therefore, from that perspective, I am very, very optimistic that the latter third, the western third of the east-west corridor, I'm talking about Diego Martin, go right up to Laventel, will have no choice.
All right,
that
but
what I will add, I am making that optimistic projection.
Right.
It may not be in my lifetime. It may not be in my friend's lifetime. But the ants will bring the message for us.
The ants will bring the message. But what if it's one thing? No, but if it's one thing you mentioned that is truth, whole truth and nothing but the truth. Besides, the ants will really have to bring the message. Well, the UNC win Laventel or however it go. Why? Wait. That the great grandchildren and them. ants got to bring that message that one day the UNC go win Laventille. But the message that I like that you send, right? While Kingsley mentioned about the people of Barapore or the people of Caroni or the people of the strongholds of the UNC would not vote PNM, and they will be right to not. And here why Lennox Smith just explained it.
Yeah.
Their communities, with they being in opposition majority of their lifetime, check when last people go down DB, Penal, DB, and watch how all these places
It's
and
a
them
tongue.
watch
and
them.
a city development.
These
Town and
places
city.
develop, real develop.
Yes.
You understand?
Yep,
So
yep,
if
yep.
them in opposition and these UNC constituencies developed so nice, boy, real nice, they developing, you know.
Imagine if Laventille vote for the UNC, what's going to take place?
No, meaning
What
I
would
would.
All we have to tell them.
Meaning I wouldn't vote.
My good friend Kingsley. That's what we have to tell them.
Yeah.
If I, as a UNC, living in a stronghold UNC constituency, there is no way I could vote PNM when I realize I in opposition and my community building up compared to PNM and I will Smith say compared to PNM and government. And look at PNM constituencies used to be what like them, you know, was more up more modern, you know. More, and we declared
and the 70s,
yeah,
gentlemen.
we
the 60s and the 70s,
declined.
the best doctor was an African, the best lawyer was an African, the best, well, of course, after the 1970s, the best bankers.
They say they own the whole damn town.
All of that has shifted to Central and South under the auspices or the supervision of a party that says that it is African oriented, where of course and focused on the East-West corridor where the Africans dominate, and yet still we have deteriorated and have become second and third class.
So as I close, let me say this as I close. You know this, yeah? Lennox Smith helped more people in Laventille than Fitzgerald Hines. And if you put Lennox Smith and Fitzgerald Hines there, Lennox Smith, some people get scholarship. He went and get work for people. He do a lot. And he's not in office. He's not in that opposition just shot. He's just a simple activist, always campaigning for Laventille. The biggest downfall I see Laventille make happen to them is Dr. Rowdy coming and removing desperados and putting it in two warring area. Two warring area where nobody ain't going. The gate lock up every single day. God had to be arm up. God had to be arm up. It's a disgrace to see desperados is PNM because everybody desperados, I can tell you that, you know, this PNM, you know, so the executive, when they're moving from Shagrit Road, right now, the whole Shagrit Road, in the nighttime dark, me know what they're doing. In that building there by the old arm factory, the old arm printing factory, me know what they're doing inside there. But the building fence high and all the lights that's blow. The next day after the Bedard fence, all the lights so Shaggy from by Mario's day on Shaggy Road to the boulevard, all the dark. That meaning the dark by the cemetery is dark. We do not know what they're doing we don't know where they're digging, what they're burying inside there. Right? But you remove the pioneers from Laventille. I beg them. I went to the executive. I went to Mr. Polospin and them, and I tell them, I said, we cannot allow these little boys to run like the steel pan. The steel pan, I can remember, I used to see white people when I was young coming up in Laventille in buses, corn soup, bacon shack, selling desperados. Because that time I was on that bridal time. At that time I know born coming up, growing up. And I used to go and listen to pan in desperados. All the youths and them used to come together and we used to run and play. Why we make a little bunch of little imps run the whole pan up? We have a pan theater, one of the greatest in Trinidad and Tobago. We have a pan theater, we have a pan school in Desperados yard. We are the biggest pan yard in Trinidad and Tobago up in Laventille. And today, these buildings, the yard, everything now like a white elephant called wide. We own people. What we do for over the years, we suffer with people. We make people be hungry. And these people is still look how much of them call me, Andy, to come and campaign in Laventille. I went Cova, I went Shogunov.
Let me don't carry too long because you know people will
So, I want to thank you very much. Yes, I want to thank you very much, Andy and Lennox. Thank you very much.
Nice. Let me just clear these lines quick because I take a break and then Mikey will be coming on in a little bit. So come on, let's make it short and sweet. Morning, caller.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Mikey. Good morning, Lennox.
Triple G, go ahead.
Oh, we have to fight that crap with Avanti and kill it, boy.
Lennox rocket never fly, you know, Triple G. Boy, I don't know. Lavante people will never vote Lennox. They will never vote UNC. It's a fact. So don't waste money. Don't waste money in places that money they don't need to waste. Right? Ole, don't waste it. Right. Ole, let me just run some voice notes. Quick. So in that way, nobody do have a chorus that they play the thing in the voice note and it play and blah, 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 blah. Right.
Lennox.
Hey, Anderson, oh boy, I will call you back.
Imagine dumb Kingsley smarter than you. And Kingsley, for once, he talking the truth. You selling people dreams. You know that the same way as Kingsley say, Cova and them places will never, ever, regardless of what, you just hear them complain every time.
Them places are developed places. Me want to hear that voice. I don't want to hear too much of that. Right, which is thing, right? We done trash out.
He only come in because he heard what he would like to hear, but he didn't hear what I said as the rationale. See, if he would listen, probably he had difficulty in comprehension in school. I suppose that is why probably he was at the back of the class. But if he would listen, he would understand the argument that I would have made, and of course the less sophisticated, but nonetheless what he would want to hear argument of Kingsley.
Nice. Let me don't let he get people vexed with us. Go ahead, caller. Morning.
People are vexed all a long time and Andy. Morning, Andy, Lennox, Mikey K.
Good morning, my friend.
And all these sensible callers and listeners. No,
Let me ask you something, Anderson. Quick. Do you believe that the UNC could win Laventille?
And this is another comic relief, you know. UNC could win Heinz Mount to win Laventille ship here. Yeah, by telling all you. I don't know what Kingsley get that from.
Oh gosh, all right.
Okay, right? I don't know what Kingsley get that from. And why the UNC then why Lennox Smith then put up himself for the UNC to go for Laventille? That's second. But before I start, we need justice to Akil. That Akil Chambers, that little boy. I don't know if I've actually don't be listening. We need justice for that little boy. Right. We need justice Akil Chambers. Secondly, 20 young men were shot at the back of their body, the back of the head, the back of the neck, the back of the ribs, the back of the spine. Where the spine is, but the spine will be actually at the back. Right? We need justice for them, men and them. Because none of them have nothing.
Yeah, but look at how long you are mentioning that and yet still I find it beaten.
That nothing. That nothing. The airport matter went on for 26 years. The airport matter going on for 26 years. The airport scandal. Right. So, but me going on that. I know. Someday everybody will feel, or who listening to feel. You have seen them putting the foot on the ground in Laventille. Laventille ain't getting educated where politics is concerned. Laventilians are not educated where politics is concerned. And we said in time gone by that they're going to vote on the PNM.
All right. So you see Laventille voting out PNM. All right.
Andy, my partner together with you. They went to anybody in Tobago and let them know nasty and wicked the PNM is, and for 20 years what they haven't done for Tobagonians. And Tobagonians take it up on their own and I voted them out. Hard work. Yes, the success of hard work. Now I saw a young lady come out, a little child, a young lady coming with her daughter out of elementary this morning. And it's college. College she daughter pass for. You know why? Because it's hard work. And I want to compliment all those who did well in the SCA because of the hard work of their parents. to the UNC doing hard work. If when I go to UNC meeting, that way you should talk about Kingsley. Don't tell me I should call you on your phone and tell you this. When you're about UNC meeting, what the maxi does be for Lavantil? And I said it in the meeting on Ice Road. You want to that meeting Kingsley. Right? When they have the meeting for Lavantil concerning UNC, I said that on Ice Road. When I go to UNC Monday night meeting, I go some kind of UNC rally. Where the maxis will be for beaten people. Where the maxis will be for Lavantil people. Every mark and all who control the funds. When another the big thing in Cuba and you have a coffee in your car, Kingsley. And people were stopping in UNC maxis and getting 300 ahead. How much money you get, Kingsley? They might talk about how Lavantil people do not like the Caroline. One of the little girls would have one little tight thing. Oh, he does try to interfere politically when it comes to election and whatnot. You actually need to get any ground. And that's another message to carry Kingsley. That's what? Lavantil remain just as Cuba and other areas. But you know what? The UNC just take care of them people. And for instance, check out the Minister of Ron Sinanan. I tell you, Indian is an Indian before PNN. And Indian is an Indian before UNC. Right? And if it says that people captain, when all of them would be up below Carmela, every meeting they want to picture with the woman. Your man can get to take a picture with nobody else, but only alone every meeting. Only to be on the ground. I travel and I walk in. Everything is UNC for me. Everything is Kamala for me. I have others like me too as well. But where UNC put in their foot on the company Lavantil to say what, oh, that is PNM. The idols behind the ground, Andy.
All right,
I hear the youth talk.
All right,
You want to know that what they come out on board.
Thank you.
Who is the UNC captains and them? They're making sure they have them use them get the ID card. What kind of social worker is doing? Let's say that I try to help people when they open our account. When you want to think you said Kingsley, and then Lennox did more for Lavantil.
This is not about Kingsley. This is not about Kingsley. This is not about Kingsley. This is not about Anderson. No, I don't understand. I don't understand. You feel you could just come on the radio and bully people. Why? They're from Beatham? And then you all go on the next station and say, Mikey K, buffy up. I don't sit down here and take nonsense from nobody. I don't care where you're from. You want the UNC to fill our maxi. You don't ever come down in our maxi? Why you don't get the names and fill our maxi? Rima don't wait for nobody to fill our maxi. And Rima just strip up the little resources. Neville, Darian, all of them. Naira and all of them just come down. Crystal, all of them. They don't wait on nobody. You waiting for the UNC to fill a maxi. Nobody ain't like Heinz, but they can't fill a maxi. You waiting for somebody to give you a maxi. I don't want to hear that this morning, boy. Man getting with refinery who's a crook. Man who's an old thief. Going off with our natural resources. And you coming to tell me what about maxi careful? It's that children who crying this morning because either they were zoned or they are victim of the incompetence and the fact that nothing taking place in the education system. And you coming to tell me about Beatham? If only ain't like Heinz so much, or they should be able to fill 5 or 10 maxis we're talking about. We have to get serious. The bell is about to ring, and these narratives ain't making sense. And all who want to cry, leave the crying for the babies. But this is the ground report, and we don't mix matters. I don't give a damn who you are. At the end of the day, this is the people business, and we have business to conduct. All who want to wait and wallow and talk about this and talk about that, you could jump off now. Nobody begging you to stay. You're not home, but you could get out of here. Get the hell out of here. We have business to do, and that is to save this country and get rid of this PNM blight. Let's get down to business.
Bang, 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 bang. The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
More FM 104.7.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. When Mikey carry for a break, day boy. And as we come back, the lines will be reopened. Yes, yes.
Let me put my manners in place.
Yes, you go ahead, man. Put your manners in place before we take that break. Go ahead.
Morning to you, my brother Andy Pitbull Williams. Morning to you, colleague, my brother Lennox Smith, newbie, and to all the avid listeners. Good morning. I do apologize for my absence, of course, earlier on this week. I had some personal matters to attend to. I do want you to know that you never have to think twice or even blink twice to consider the fact whether I am committed or dedicated to this cause. We didn't reach out to turn back now. So trust me, I am here 100,000%. Just had to take care of some personal issues. So folks, we going for a break. Let's pay some bills. When we come back, let's get down to what has to be done once and for all to get rid of Rowley and the PNM. We'll be right back.
I was going to the Oval one evening, and I stopped as it was drizzling, and a radio station was on. And on that radio station, which wasn't my favorite station, but it was on in the vehicle I was in, a most vulgar and outrageous radio program was on the airwaves, called the Ground Report. You all remember that? In that report, it was the nastiest, dirty. As a matter of fact, what caught my attention was how filthy the program was on our airwaves. And I was asking myself, how could this be permitted on the airwaves of Trinidad and Tobago, election or no election? And it was all about me and my father and my mother and this, and I had raped this, and I had done that, and the Ground Report. They want to know what the plan is? The plan is to put an end to this.
The ground report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The ground report. The ground report.
I would think that there's been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Looking for top quality and affordable hardware supplies? Then look no further than Mitlin Hardware, number 97 Eastern Main Road, Arouca. We stock a wide range of tools, water tanks, blocks, lumber, steel, and everything you need for your home and business project. Check out our new display of steel windows and assorted designs of metal curtain rods. Mitlin also stockpiles sand, gravel, topsoil, and more. We have a variety of kitchen faucets, face basins, and toilet sets, bathroom mat sets, all garden tools, hand tools, generators, power washers, and water pumps. Customers can make payments via links, credit card, online payment, and cash on delivery. WhatsApp 327-7761 for free quotations, or give us a call at 646-2144. Open every day, Sunday to Sunday from 8 a.m. From foundation to finish, it's all at Mitlin.
A lucky homeowner will win a brand new car. Yes! A brand new Mitsubishi Xpander Cross. Yes, park in your 4-vehicle parking space. Limited availability. Get in a gear with DG Homes' newest gated community, Daniel Estate. The oasis of Cunupia will satisfy your needs for a new lifestyle. Beautifully designed, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, modern interior, sophisticated finishings, with superbly manicured landscaped green spaces, front and backyard included, starting at $1.65 million. Call now and book a viewing. 691-5659. Beautiful home, beautiful car, beautiful life. Home is DG Homes, Daniel Estate, Cunupia.
Hey,
Hey, you! Yes, you! Need quality printing at affordable prices? Then look no further. At Graphic Source, we've got you covered. Take your project to the next level for all your designs and printing needs. From t-shirt printing to labels, signs, and banners. Look no further. Business stamps, flyers, tickets, and invites, just to name a few. With 2 convenient locations. Eastern Main Road, St. Augustine, opposite Massey's Doors, and Arima Shopping Center, Broadway Street, Arima. Contact us today. 342-2664, 270-0428, or 360-8917. Graphic Source, your #1 source. You name it, we design it and print it.
Chinese and Ari Restaurant. Open for breakfast and lunch. 7 days a week.
6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
67 Western Main Road, St. James. Opposite Steiders. Serving local breakfast items like sada, pies, fry and roasted baked. With all your favorite fillings and assorted lunches.
Available from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Get pilau as low as $25. Or get combination lunches from $25 to $40. Crab and dumpling on Fridays, 12 noon to 3 p.m. Soup Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. A la carte with burgers, fries, nuggets, gyros, loaded hot dogs. Just about anything you could think about. From 6 p.m. Sunday to Sunday. For more information, call 382-9347 to place your order. Chinese and Ari Restaurant. Open 7 days a week at St. James.
Are you heading east this Friday or Saturday? Make Cobb's Bar and Lounge Krabbe your #1 choice for cold beers, great music, hot fries, tasty chicken, and unbelievable fish combo. From 4 p.m., join more FM's Starboy Kerry and yours truly Music Library. Cobb's Bar, your one stop for cold beers, tasty food, fun, and yes, each and every Friday and Saturday, win a bottle on the spot at 11 p.m. Yes, complete on location, the entry form. And at 11 p.m., become an instant bottle winner. The one place in the east where the beers are very cold and the fries are very hot and the chicken and fish combo tasty. So join the fun at Cabs Bar and Lounge at Curep.
Lauren saying, call out in New York City.
Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. Shop at ADC Supermarket, Cleaver Road. A very comfortable and clean environment. These prices are unbelievable. Come see for yourself. We have the best alcohol prices. Don't miss out. Get those specials on liquor. Put food on your table with ADC Supermarket, conveniently located at #4 Cleaver Road in Arima. Every Friday and Saturday is real vibes and live entertainment from your very own DJ Christian on Friday and Saturday. Everyone is talking about ADC Supermarket. Shop in comfort and in a clean environment with the best prices for all your grocery needs. Secured parking. Remember, free delivery. Put food on your table. ADC is affordable. ADC Supermarket, #4 Cleaver Road in Arima.
The big question today, how much will my electricity bill increase? Stop worrying. Act now. Replace your bulbs with energy-efficient LED bulbs now available at Trinity Lighting. When you purchase 4 60-watt LED bulbs for $112.50, you get 2 absolutely free. That's right, absolutely free. Or purchase 3 100-watt LED bulbs for the same price and get 1 100-watt LED bulb free. Trinity also has the following option. Purchase 2 4-foot LED tube or 1 8-foot or 2 LED colored bulbs for the same price, $112.50. At Trinity, we also stock specialty items and a wide range of electrical supplies for all your household, medical, marine, commercial, and much more. Any hard-to-find bulbs or parts, we can source it locally or internationally. Check us out at 123 Western Main Road in St. James or call 628-8373, WhatsApp 461-8620 or email trinityetc@yahoo.com.
Yes, we are back. We are back. Yes. Good morning to you again, Lennox Smith. Hey, Lennox, are you getting me loud and clear? Let me just go over this here. Again, folks, a pleasant good morning. The media release from the office of the opposition leader is the Rowley government has been caught in a scandalous deal to gift the taxpayer-owned Pointe-a-Pierre refinery to corruption and money laundering accused Naveen Jindal in order to facilitate the processing of Venezuelan crude oil for the Maduro government. No amount of deflection and lies by Rowley and his government change the facts, which are: one, Naveen Jindal is on bail in India for corruption and money laundering charges. Rowley is on record as saying that Jindal's visit to him at the diplomatic center on June 17th, 2024, was a result of his visit to India in May 2024. This is patently untrue. Number three, Rowley has suggested that June 17, 2024, the first time his government was meeting with Jindal, and therefore he was unaware of Jindal's corruption and money laundering charges. Again, this is not true. It is confirmed, number four, it is confirmed that Energy Minister Young, who is also a minister in the office of the Prime Minister, has been meeting with Mr. Jindal since March of 2023. Number five, Rowley has claimed that Naveen Jindal has access to a crude oil supply for the Petrotrin refinery, provided no information as to the origin of this crude oil feedstock. Number six, a Jindal PDVSA deal was reached in Caracas in mid-April 2024 to operate fields in the Orinoco Belt. It was before the U.S. announced the imminent reimposition of sanctions. Number seven, Jindal executives agreed to partner with Petróleos de Venezuela in the oil-rich belt to operate the Petrocidino venture. Goes on and on. And in June 2024, 2 months after securing an oil deal with the Maduro government in April 2024, corruption-accused Jindal is now the Rowley government's third bidder for the Pointe-a-Pierre refinery complex. The opposition leader is calling on the Prime Minister to explain to the country, one, who is speaking untruths about the timelines regarding meetings with Mr. Jindal. Is it Minister Young or Prime Minister Rowley? Is the crude oil that Naveen Jindal is sourcing for the Pointe-a-Pierre refinery originating from the Venezuelan oil fields that he has agreed to operate in conjunction with PDVSA? Three, is Jindal a go-between for the Maduro-Rowley government? Or is it the Maduro government who introduced Naveen Jindal to the Rowley government? And five, why has it not been disclosed to our citizens that Trinidadian officials have been meeting Naveen Jindal and Venezuelan officials for the past months? Six, is the Maduro government, through PDVSA, involved with Naveen Jindal in the acquisition of the Pointe-a-Pierre refinery? And eighth, whether through the Rowley government's scandalous deal with Naveen Jindal, will the Maduro government be able to process Venezuelan crude oil at Pointe-a-Pierre and escape U.S. sanctions? So these are some very serious things that the opposition leader is calling on Rowley and his government to explain to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. It definitely doesn't seem good, doesn't seem to be above board, and it certainly doesn't seem to be in the interests of the citizens. A lot of lies, a lot of things are being said, and it just simply does not add up. So we try to connect the dots. What do you say on this matter while all of this is taking place? So, I don't know if we can open the lines, see who's on the outside. And also if we could link with former Energy Minister Kevin Ramnarine. He can weigh in on this as well. right, folks. We're trying to see how best we can. Don't know again if Lennox, are you there? We're still on, folks. We are still on. Just a little technical challenge here, but we are still on. And of course, I read that out to you. What the opposition is asking. I mean, some very serious questions. Kamala insists Prime Minister must answer the queries on Jindal. The government must answer relevant questions over its talks with the Indian businessman. Um, that no amount of deflection and lies by the Prime Minister and his government can change certain facts regarding this issue. We'll open up the lines and, of course, hear from you on the outside.
Mikey, Lennox. Right, it's back up and running. Lennox Smith, Michael Kerr. Nice, but meanwhile, we're getting them back and up and running. The lines are open, Wow, wow, wow. The numbers to call. Two 229-0251, 229-0251, or 239-5120, 239-5120. Or give us a WhatsApp call at 366-3053, 366-3053. The lines are open. I wonder if anybody here in my boy. Let's take a call. Let me make sure if they're here in my boy. Morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Andy Williams. Good morning to you, Michael. Good morning now.
For how long?
Must be about 5 minutes so.
Hey, boy.
Right.
We didn't know that was...
Lennox,
Go ahead, caller.
Lennox, happy belated birthday to you, my brother. And I wish you many more. Michael X, good morning to you. Mr. Lauketa, good morning to you. Good morning to you, Miss Woodbrook. Good morning to you. Mr. Tunapuna, good morning. I am here this morning. Andy, you know who's speaking to you this morning? Andy, let's get up and let everybody who's speaking on the radio, let me start to come out and do something. Otherwise, we're going to lose the last benefit of this country. And our grandchildren might be able to know what they have as a refinery because they have no lights lighting up in the air like a long time when you're passing, you could know that it's point up here. Right? Enough is enough. This man overdoing it now. Andy, although let's come out, Michael, let's come out and do something earlier. We can't be just talking on the radio and people just talking. Let me walk the talk. There's a short man talking to you, you know. And this is one short man has been all your match right through Trinidad to Tobago anyway earlier. I think you know who's just talking to you now, eh? Mr. Andy, you know who's talking there?
Yeah, Makano.
Yes, my brother. Good morning to you again. Although enough is enough. I don't say fed up. I overtired now. Right? Although let's do something. Because I intend to start a match with you up in Grandy. And matching in Grandy with you is not a problem. I wish you all the best for Grandy. But at the end of the day, let the citizens come out and let it go around the Red House. They can't kill everybody, boy. What's what happened away? The president has to run and the prime minister has to run. Let's do something. We're not going and look for no violence, you know, brother. I are peaceful and make let we go, we way, other than that, people don't suffer, you know. Thank you very much. Have a blessed day. I'm blessed to see you all.
Thank you very much, Makano. Oh boy, go ahead. Go ahead, all callers. I want to Lennox and them here. Nice. Let me play some voice notes here by the time. Let me play some voice notes by the time. But by the meanwhile, the lines are open. Sorry, we had a break in transmission there a little while ago. Sorry about that. Nice. Morning caller. Oh boy. Morning caller. Right, the lines are open. When it reads a post. Let me give you all the numbers again, because I want to make sure everything is up and running. Just now. Nice. Morning caller.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox.
Good morning to you, and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from...
You hearing us? You're hearing us? We're hearing us on radio?
You're loud and clear.
All right. We just had a little slight delay earlier on.
Right. Well, I just tuned in. I was...
All right.
But I don't know what is the topic this morning, but my front burner is this petrol issue with this guy from India. Because I heard on a program early this morning, where a reporter from England, a female reporter from England, was talking about this man and all his set of baggage. You understand? So
somehow our Prime Minister continue, and he and his government continue to surround themselves with very, 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 very shaky characters.
Exactly. You must get the clip, and you will hear from Stefan.
Could you send that clip for me? Could you send it at 366-3053?
No, I didn't. I just.
Oh, you don't have it?
This morning, yes. Stefan will have it.
All right.
Right. Another thing that worried me, Andy, that I saw last week, right? I saw that was good to see Harvey Boris. Because I look at all the program. Let me talk fast. I saw he showed you this group of people. He says from Pakistan, India, Africa, a whole group of men, right? They came into Trinidad. Right? They took the airport bus, transported them to a hotel, right? I don't know which hotel. He said when they reached the hotel, they stand up in front of the hotel. I saw the clip, and another bus came and whisked them away. He said, and then 3 hotels, he said, complained about what is happening to these foreigners coming in. When immigration called the hotels to say, yes, that they are expecting these guests at a certain hour, a certain day. But they never arrive. They reach there, and as the airport bus drive off, another bus come and take them and whisk them away. Something is serious is going on in this country. So that was courtesy Harvey Boris. You understand, Andy? So we have to be very careful, We have to be, because we don't know what it is going on behind our backs. And the opposition have to look into it. We need their help too, Right, Andy? So you keep up the good work, and Andy for Andy. We can't get away from that.
All right, thank you so much. And you listening to me where on radio? Let me hear if Ole here. Let me know if Ole hearing us on radio, not Real Media TT. Ole, let me know. The lines are open. Let me organize and take some calls, but I want to know if Ole hearing us on radio. Morning caller.
Hey, morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Morning, Andy, Lennox, and Mikey. Andy, I want to find out.
You listening to us on Real Media TT or on radio itself?
Radio.
And you hearing us on radio?
Yes, I hear you on radio. Just thought the radio cut off, but now see it come back on.
Oh, it cut off for how long, so?
It cut off for a few seconds.
Oh, all right. Okay. Go ahead, caller. You make a contribution.
Yeah, Andy, listen, here what I want to find out now. My first question is, that the only fine me and Trinidad and Tobago is Rolly personal on. He parents and for parents, they gifted him that. Which is Rolly and them. Hey, this is taxpayers. This belongs to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. Another thing I want to find out, what's Rolly doing there? It's constitutional. Because we have a constitution, and we have laws, governing all these matters. right? And what I want to find out that, and I want to know if the opposition can take these people to court and block them from making that sale, because that is really how we can allow this kind of evil in the land. This have to stop. And now you have to give account for the actions, you know. You know, man, the day will come, they have to give account, because they can't continue with that kind of arrogance. Why? Usually the kind of arrogance I saw on the news, with some media person asking my question, and you see a lot of time to waste, and all this kind of damn stupidness. You measure prime minister behaving like that? But really,
Thank you very much, caller. Let's organize and take a next call. Oh boy, all the lines are open. We are back up and running. 2290251, 2290251, or 2395120, 2395120, or WhatsApp only. WhatsApp, and send your voice note. I'll be playing the voice notes on them too for sure. 366-3053, 366-3053. Nice. The lines are...
It's back up.
Yes.
It's back up.
It's back up. All right. Nice. So, Mikey.
All right, go right ahead.
Go ahead and take calls. Let's go.
Let's take some calls on this serious issue here. Very serious.
Very, very serious. Morning, caller.
Morning, Andy.
Good morning.
Felix here, boy.
Felix.
Morning.
All right. Mikey in studio too. Eh? Go ahead, Felix.
Hey, morning, Mikey. Morning, Lennox.
Morning.
Andy, the other day you all had a nice interview, but I want you continuing with the plant facility. I want if you all could get in touch with the past secretary they call Fotoy. He will get all the real history on that.
All right, send the number for me now. Send the number for Fotoy or whatever your name. You get the number for me. You call man. You give me the number.
But just so the quickest person I feel could get up for is Lennox, because he used to deal with this banned by the court.
All right. Well,
right.
But what is the man name? All right, but you go with the confusion. But tell me what is the man name again?
Potoy.
Yeah,
he was the secretary. I was a member of this. In the 80s, I deal with Andrew Smith.
All right. But you're kind of breaking up. But you gotta make right. But you're kind of breaking up. Make a contribution there because you're breaking up. Oh boy.
I want to tell my family.
Yeah.
Nah, boy, you're breaking up too bad, boy. Let me take a next call.
Breaking up, bud.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. We go talk about it now, sir.
Oh boy.
I don't know if we could try to get former Energy Minister Kevin Ryan on.
Let me try to get him there. By the meanwhile, let me organize take this call. Make it short and sweet, caller. Morning.
Caller.
Andy.
Morning. Hey, Clive Nunes. Go ahead, Clive Nunes.
Hey, comrade. Go ahead, comrade.
Read my message.
All right, I'll go check your message.
Read my message.
All right, I will do that.
Important.
Okay. Right, let me take a next call by the time. Well, let me try to get on to Kevin Ramner right now. Mikey, you can send that number for me, boy.
Sure will do.
Boy. Yeah, man. So let me take a call by the time. Morning, caller.
Hi, good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Miss Roadbrook.
Good morning.
Yeah, listen. I want to know if the people in this country, every day asking the question, they had to be brain damaged. Because when you see what is taking place in this country, and the people are the only ones who had to do something about it, They have the information. You can tell me this man come from India. And even the blind could see is massive corruption and dotations going on with this man. And nobody ain't saying anything. What we as people intend to do, sit down and let Keith Rowley and the PLM do what they want to do with the refinery. And then when it's gone and everything's signed, and we have to say we could have. What is wrong with the people? We should have been on these streets, black and people in Kenya, telling the man, don't sell our greatest asset, because regardless of what, with God, all things are possible. The refinery could be revived. Don't tell me it can't be revived, because with good governance and intelligent people with a vision, it could be fixed. And so we could take the opportunity and fix that. Our refinery must not go into the hands of no crook, no cook from India. You understand? And we have to be very serious about it. You hear? That is from my children, my grandchildren, and my great-grandchildren, and the great-great-grandchildren to come. It is not to go in the hands of no criminal. And the nasty media in this country, they know. I see they putting up a headline about Dr. Lee and something else. Why aren't these people making this thing an issue? Why isn't this like the headline on the news every time the news come out? Why isn't it not a issue in the newspapers? We cannot sit down idly by because you see it and nobody doing nothing but for when it comes to Rowley and them in this country. Eh? And another thing, I watched I watched Imber last night on the news. The court rule whatever they rule, but anyway, the PS said they have some injunction to stop this revenue authority thing. You know, this outer place, this disrespectful man going to say yes. So he's sending out letters and he's sending out all what for people who decide if they want to stay or if they want. He going on as business as usual. But this thing is in court. What it is wrong with these people? They're breaking the law blatantly. They're doing what they want, when they want, how they want, as always say, and nobody ain't doing nothing. Trump went to court. Biden's son went to court. Why the hell all of these PLM people can't start going to court and go to the jail? I'm fed up now, you know, because this kind of thing it must not be allowed to continue. Blessings, gentlemen.
Thanks so much, Miss Rodbrook. Nice. Let me organize and just make a call there. Brother, I read the message. Right. Let me see if you can get on to Kevin Ramnarine.
Yes. Let me also let the good people know that the Police Youth Club is having their annual cake sale fundraiser this Saturday, June 29th at West Beach Car Park. That's on the Digger Mountain Main Road. That's West Beach Car Park from 9:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Please, if you're kind support as usual, and we really and truly want to make this a great event. They do so much work. You know, the August vacation time is coming up. They do a lot of work. So again, the Police Youth Club annual cake sale fundraiser takes place this Saturday, June 29th, West Beach Car Park. That's on the Digger Mountain Main Road, and that's 9:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Support as usual would be grateful.
Your call has been forwarded to B-Mobile voice messaging.
You could always try by the meanwhile to get you with a message to him there.
Yeah, let me. Yeah. So go ahead, take some calls.
No, because that's a very, 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 very serious thing, you know. The people of Trinidad and Tobago, Mikey K, supposed to stand up and fight for refinery, you know. The refinery and the energy industry supposed to remain in our hands, you know. We don't supposed to be seeing how this US dollars thing going when it comes to our greatest asset. The people of Trinidad and Tobago have to stand up for our energy sector, our refinery. I believe the government should organize.
Come on, man.
Look at Get US. A pleasant good morning to you. Former energy minister.
Good morning.
Hi,
good morning.
Former energy minister, yeah.
You all hear me?
Yes,
you're live. Loud and clear.
Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning. Good morning. You know, I am a listener to your program.
Nice,
right?
Nice.
Yes,
I just want to say hello and good morning to all the listeners. I want to apologize. I don't have much time this morning, so I'll just be very brief. And I think I would like to come back on early next week if you all don't mind.
Yeah, no problem.
Right? But I just want to make this issue of the refinery is going to be an issue for a long time. And the reason for that is that, you know, the closure of the refinery was very traumatic for many people. And its closure has affected not just the direct employees who lost their jobs and so on, but the communities of, you know, Gasparillo, Marabella, Vistabella, San Fernando, Claxton Bay, and, you know, far and wide. And of course, there was also the fact that we now have to import fuel and so on, right? But I think that what we have to ask ourselves is, how did we reach the point where we have to sell this refinery, and it's being reported that consideration is being given to an Indian businessman, right? How did we reach the point where we have to, 6 years after the closure, first of all, why was the refinery closed?
Wow.
And secondly, was there a need to close the refinery? Was it the correct decision? And thirdly, what's the state of the refinery now after 6 years? Right? I think before we, and I will leave the issues of Mr. Jindal and the sale of the refinery and so on to the more seasoned politicians in the UNC to handle. But I want to deal with this whole issue of how we arrived at a point in November 2018 where we had to shut that refinery down. And I think there was a lot of misunderstanding. I think there was a lot of misunderstanding of the financials of Petrotrin and of the business model of Petrotrin. I have been collecting very patiently all the financial information on Petrotrin, which is in the public domain. It just was all over the place. I have been collecting it for the period 2007 to 2018. And I have been looking at it, and I have it all on a spreadsheet. And I've been looking at it, and the true picture of what happened at Petrotrin is beginning to emerge. And I think that a lot of the people who contributed to that decision to close the refinery missed a lot of detail. One of which was the whole issue of depreciation. So just to give a little idea what I mean, and I'll try to explain it simply. When you buy a new car and you drive the new car out of the showroom, the salesmen and they in the showroom have a little joke. They have a line on the ground, and they call that the depreciation line. And the minute you drive the car out of the showroom, your vehicle depreciates. We all understand that fact, right?
Yes.
Between 2012 and 2014, that's 3 years, and those are the years under when we were in government, a number of new plants in the refinery that cost about $1.6 billion to build started production. So they went from being constructed to being put into production. The minute they went from being constructed to being put into production, you had depreciation expense coming onto what is called the profit and loss statement of Petrotrin. At the same time, too, you had what is called the expensing of the interest of those plants. So the interest associated with those huge bonds that were taken out by the Jones administration between 2007 and 2009, started to come onto the profit and loss statement. At the same time, there were the refining margins all over the world were coming down because there was excess refining capacity. And those were the reasons so there were a lot of non-cash issues affecting the refinery. And I think that there was a misunderstanding by the new administration when they came in 2015 of the company's financials. And I want to go deeper into that explanation because I think we owe a duty to the people of Trinidad and Tobago to put the alternative story out there, right? And as you all know, I go very deep into the data. So when I put this information out, it is very statistical, and it will show. It will show that the decision to close the company was based on a misunderstanding, and today we have a refinery which has been down for 6 years. Because November 2024 will make it 6 years. What has been happening in the refinery for the last 6 years? Naturally, there would be, again, depreciation. Because if you had a car driving up and down the Eastern Main Road, and you then park your car under your house and cover it with a tarpaulin for 6 years, you know what happens to the car? You come back to restart the car in 2024. It's not going to start, right? So it is a conversation which I think we need to have a very deep dive on, because I think it is going to be very prominent in the political discourse in 2024 and 2025. Already it has started, right? Because I think politically, it is not going to go away, because I just drove down the highway and I saw the refinery, and there it is, not a flame, not a flare, not a light. Gasparillo on a morning, and Maribel on a morning used to be alive, right? With thousands of people going to work and so on, contractors and so on. So it is a discussion that I intend to advance and mature as we proceed in 2024 and 2025.
Well, let me ask
I
something.
just wanted to put that sort of summary out this morning.
Nice. But let me ask something, and which is a very good summary. And next week, please God, we will be available for you to break down that for us. But on the whole, do you believe that the government itself should make the investment, knowing that we have oil and gas here, knowing that one of the things that the refinery closed and shut down to, which it didn't mention, is the foreign exchange, the lack of US dollars and people can't get, right? But do you believe that Trinidad and Tobago is supposed to sell that refinery? You
see, the thing is this. Is this who am I talking to? Andy?
Yeah, they Andy here.
Okay.
Yes, Andy there. Yes, go ahead.
The thing is, if it is, other people are of the view that they could run that refinery and at a profit and make it viable, then we could do that too. And we were doing that, right? And there was a statement made by a former president of Petrotrin in 2016 in the parliament in a joint select committee meeting. We were not in government in 2016. And this statement said that the refinery was doing great and the refinery was a bright spot. He used the words bright spot of Petrotrin. By 2016, the refinery had turned around. And I want to also say what was happening between 2011 and 2014, again, when we were in government. There were a lot of turnarounds, maintenance work taking place in the refinery. So a lot of the throughput of the refinery fell because we were maintaining plants. We were catching up with the maintenance that was not done in previous years. As a result, you would have seen these refining margins fall. So when I hear certain people in the government talking about Petrotrin losing money on refining a barrel, they are saying that in the absence of context, in the total absence of context. And the reason why they could say that without context is that they never spoke to the people who were running Petrotrin between 2010 and 2015. Those people just went home. Slowly but surely went home after 2015. That is a deep dive that has to happen to understand why the refinery had to be closed, or why the decision was taken, which in my view was a flawed decision, and I've said that publicly. Before we could restart a refinery, we have to understand why it was closed in the first place. Secondly, you come back to the whole issue of the ownership of the refinery, and should we divest the refinery to the private sector? In this case, a multinational, corporation from abroad or so on. I may or may not be the person we think it is. I think there's a process going on right now. I want to say that I just want to give a little bit of national pride here this morning, if you all don't mind, right?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I am very proud as a former Minister of Energy and as an energy sector professional of what my people have been able to achieve. When I used to fly from Piaco to Gatwick International Airport on the British Airways Boeing 777, big plane. That plane used to fly from Piaco to Gatwick with fuel from the Petrotrin refinery, made by 100% made by nationals of Trinidad and Tobago. Right? And I was very proud to tell the flight attendants on the British Airways plane that, hey, this plane taking us to Gatwick Airport safe and sound because of fuel from Petrotrin made by citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. And I make that point to say this morning that every human resource to restart that refinery resides in the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. All the operators of the refinery, now they are 9 years older. Some of them now have crossed 60. I can tell you some of them are not have come down with illness and so on, because I talk to a lot of these people. But all the skills and competencies to restart and to run that refinery successfully and efficiently reside within this country.
It's still here. We still are the people that refine. Oh, God, boy.
This country has been in the refining business for over 100 years.
Nice.
So there is no need to go outside to find skills and expertise to restart the refinery and to run the refinery. Where there is the issue is what is the cost of restarting the refinery? Because I just said it's been down for 6 years, and there's obviously going to be a cost associated with restarting that refinery, which, depending on who you talk to, varies from $600 million US to 1.2 billion US dollars.
And I don't mind that. Here, why I don't mind that. And subsequently, we it at 3 billion something on account for. So even if we reach $1 billion US, that is about 7 billion TT.
It has
we gonna make the money.
So I just want to leave by saying that the people who have tremendous expertise about that refinery, former vice presidents of Petrotrin, people who worked in that refinery for 40 years and so on, they are still here. Many of them are aging, but I mean, they have the competence and the skills and so on. And we need to bring those people together to come up with a plan to restart the asset. Because it is there. And you know, as one commentator said, it was a living refinery. Right? And if there was a concern about the financial viability of the refinery, businesses always go through problems. If Massey is going through a financial problem in one of their companies, they go in and they make the requisite changes, they restructure, they cut costs and so on. But you don't kill the goose that laid the golden egg, right? Because then you have to import the golden eggs. All right. So we will deep dive more into this topic, gentlemen. But I wanted to put it out there for the listeners, right, and for your good selves too. So it's always a pleasure to share some thoughts with you all, and I listen to you all every morning. First thing.
Nice.
All right.
Nice. Thank you so much, former Energy Minister Kevin Ramnarine. Yes, man. Whoa.
Yeah, I also wanted
to know. I feel proud, Mikey, when Mr. Ramnarine said that we have the necessary skills here in Trinidad and Tobago to start back with refinery. You know, everybody's still here, and knowing it's a national pride, they maybe even get to start back for less than if they had to bring people from the outside, because people will want that. All hands could come on deck to start back that refinery, boy. As he said, we in this refining business for over 100 years. Some just ate a little bit, some ill, but they're there. The human resource is there. The skill set is there. All it takes is for our government to just do the right thing, gather the troops, and look, he organized with all the data, and look, he knows all the people. Man, Mikey, you go ahead, yes, boy? I don't know, boy.
You see, and you're right. Yeah, and the thing about it, one has to ask it, how many other deals that may have been in these non-disclosure agreements that we don't know about, that has not been made public to us, and by who are the individuals? These right-standing, citizens, whether it be from China or other parts of the world, because we don't know. It's tied up in so much of secrecy. Rather than face the fact that, Mr. Naveen Jindal has clouds hanging over his head, I want to deflect and talk about who in the opposition and how it is that you only conveniently know things. You conveniently know how a groom. You know how you must choose your partner. You know that black people are a disappointment. You know how firearm licenses were issued under the former Top Cup. You know how cassava go save the economy. You know how UNC should run their business. You know how Petrotrin was draining the treasury. You know all of these things. You didn't know Naveen Jindal. You didn't know his background. You the same man who said choose your partner wisely. You're not choosing your business partners wisely, especially when it comes to the interests of the people and what is ours. What belongs to us.
Mikey, you think we should shake the place for we refinery, boy?
We have to shake the place for refinery, yes?
We got to shake
because
the place.
This is the major topic going into the elections. They can't lie or bully themselves out of this. Wants to stand there and talk about, people in the opposition. No, we can't get derailed by this nonsense. We have to stay focused. This is a prime minister who know everything conveniently. He didn't know the man that he was getting into a deal with in our interest. Something that belonged to us. It's not your refinery. It's not PNM refinery. It belongs to all of us, generations upon generations. You heard Kevin Ramnarine say, we have the knowledge, we have the capability, we have the know-how. When this money is made, how much of this profit is going to stay here and how much it has to go back to India? All of that. And when it comes to labor, how much local laborers will be sourced? We'll just chain up people and tell them come and register right before the election. So you will have them standing in line thinking that, yeah, all these communities going to be back up and running. And then
they're going and use that, you know. Why do we Russian today, you know, to mama guy people 3%. To vote for them, you know.
Less than 3% of your labor force go end up coming from here. Yes, that's the fact. So you don't want to answer none of these questions. You want to go straight into the election with people believing that, hey, this thing is a turnkey operation. You heard how much money it takes to start this up. And that was just an assessment, just a figure thrown out by Kevin Ramnarine. He said it could be more. Could be more. This is not a turnkey operation.
But it worth it. But still, even if we had to spend a billion US, it worth it. A refinery will make back that. We refinery was doing jet fuel. We refinery was doing bitumen. You know how much thing that refinery was doing by? All the diesel, all the super unleaded, the regular gas in the boat and them used to think. When we refinery was there, all the maxi men, how much was diesel by? Everybody was running on diesel. Because diesel is cheap. Boy. Petrol.
Andy, when you look at the rich history, you go back to Uriah Buzz Butler, you go back to Weeks, all of these fellas, unions, everything that went on in this oil industry here, people who put their shoulders to the wheel. Mr. Ramnarine said that he had, that flight, British Airways from here to Gatwick, fuel produced right here by local people with the know-how and the expertise. This is something to stand up with a sense of pride. And you want to put all of that history into the hands of a man who's a questionable character, and you telling us now you didn't know? You knew everything else. To groom a woman, who get firearm licenses, they come to changing money. You know who had what money in the account. You know all these things. But you ain't no Jindal. You ain't know nothing about him. You ain't go some function. You ain't knock glass. You ain't ask nobody a question. What's going on with you? How you just operate? The number one salesman for this country. You don't do no background checks. Due diligence, nothing at all. Come on, man.
Hey. Let me organize and take a call. The morning caller.
Morning, calling from Santa Flora again.
Go ahead, Santa Flora.
Yeah. All that is just to distract. That is part of distraction for the 2-point-something billion dollars what they can't account for. That is one of it. The next thing is the Fish Lake was leased to the Chinese. We know how much money they get for that. Nobody knows nothing about that. What they do with the money? Now they come in and they want to done away with our refinery. That is something that we toil for. And we get it. And now this man wanted to just get rid of it. And when he sell it for this money, he sell it for $5 million. He telling the people he paid $10 million, they pay $10 million for it, And he going to take that money, And this is why he want to deal with this guy. So that it will have no problem with it. That is part of my contribution for this morning. Let somebody else say something. Thank you.
Nice. Let me just take one more call and let me just take a quick break because we have one more break to take and come back. Oh boy. Let me take this call by the time. Only make it short and sweet. Short and sweet. Morning.
Morning, caller.
Hello, morning.
Yeah, morning.
Morning, Andy. Andy,
Short
you can
and
imagine,
Yeah, I am always short and sweet. You know what I can imagine? That if, thank God, is an Indian businessman that the Indian, so-called Indian government is the UNC fighting that, because if it was, imagine if it was African, hear them, oh God, because the African man, they want to take this. And the Indian man and the Indian people fighting for another come and take the petrotron here. Have a good day.
Thank you very much. Oh boy, Ole, we taking a quick break and come back. So we will finish off when we come back. Mikey, let me take a quick break and come back. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Be right back, yeah.
What goes in is a local something that makes it all taste better. It's the flavor of our culture. Come from here, come from there, and everywhere. It's the special flavor that's made us savor at the Royal Castle. Oh, come the Royal Castle. Royal Castle. Flavor to the bone. Royal Castle. Taste the very own. Royal Castle is the local something that makes it all taste better. Taste the unique flavor of our culture at Royal Castle.
The big question today, how much will my electricity bill increase? Stop worrying. Act now. Replace your bulbs with energy-efficient LED bulbs now available at Trinity Lighting. When you purchase 4 60-watt LED bulbs for $112.50, you get 2 absolutely free. That's right, absolutely free. Or purchase 3 100-watt LED bulbs for the same price and get 1 100-watt LED bulb free. Trinity also has the following options. Purchase 2 4-foot LED tube or 1 8-foot or 2 LED colored bulbs for the same price, $112.50. At Trinity, we also stock specialty items and a wide range of electrical supplies for all your household, medical, marine, commercial, and much more. Any hard-to-find bulbs or parts, we can source it locally or internationally. Check us out at 123 Western Main Road in 628-8373, WhatsApp 461-8620, or email trinityetc@yahoo.com.
Sell-off Promotions and Beats by Robin present the best deer party for summer. Mix up colors in paradise. Dress up and come out. Sunday, 7th July. Everyone's headed to Cipriani Labor College from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. Mix up colors.
Ladies, make sure you know
Mix up colors. So we're kickstarting summer with the latest fashion trends. Dress code is brunchy glam. Think stylish. Think bold. Think colors. Limited cabanas. Book yours now. Hookahs will also be available for purchase. Get your tickets now at all cash outlets, New Wave Apparel, and online at islandetickets.com. For more information, you can call 229-4563. Sponsors include Ricky Ragunan and Group of Companies, DG Homes, Cache, Reynolds Auto Supplies, Chattagoon Group of Companies, Monster Energy, RS Sound Company, CLX Gym, KFC, Campari, Bella Vista Lounge, and Angostura. Mix up colors in paradise on Sunday, 7th July. Cipriani Labor College, Valsain.
Every word, every line, every paragraph depicts a real moment in someone's life. A father, a sister, a mother, a brother. We at Newsday are dedicated to you, the people, and through independent, unwavering journalism, strive to always bring your stories to life, because your stories are more than just words. Newsday, independent and
A
credible.
lucky homeowner will win a brand new car. Yes! A brand new Mitsubishi Expander Cross. Yes, park in your 4-vehicle parking space. Limited availability. Get in a gear with DG Homes' newest gated community, Daniel Estate. The oasis of Canoopia will satisfy your needs for a new lifestyle. Beautifully designed, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, modern interior, sophisticated finishings, with superbly manicured and landscaped green spaces, front and backyard included, starting at $1.65 million. Call now and book a viewing. 691-5659. Beautiful home, beautiful car, beautiful life. Home is DG Homes, Daniel Estate, Cunupia.
Chinese and Ari Restaurant. Open for breakfast and lunch. 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. 67 Western Main Road, St. James, opposite Standard. Serving local breakfast items like sada, pies, fry and roasted baked, with all your favorite fillings and assorted lunches. Available from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Get pilau as low as $25 or get combination lunches from $25 to $40. Crab and dumpling on Fridays, 12 noon to 3 p.m. Soup Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. A la carte with burgers, fries, nuggets, gyros, loaded hot dogs. Just about anything you could think about. From 6 p.m. Sunday to Sunday. For more information, call 382-9347 to place your order. Chinese and Ari Restaurant. Open 7 days a week at St. James.
Are you heading east this Friday or Saturday? Make Cabs Bar and Lounge Crepe your number one choice for cold beers, great music, hot fries, tasty chicken, and unbelievable fish combos. From 4 p.m., join more FM's Starboy Kerry and yours truly Music Library. Cabs Bar, your one stop for cold beers, tasty food, fun, and yes, each and every Friday and Saturday, win a bottle on the spot at 11 p.m. Yes, complete on location, the entry form, and at 11 p.m. become an instant bottle winner. The one place in the east where the beers are very cold, and the fries are very hot, and the chicken and fish combo tasty. So join the fun at Cabs Bar and Lounge at Curep.
Lauren said, call out in New York City.
Nice. We are back. Time check is about 7 minutes to the hour of 9 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report. Yours truly, the Pitbull of Radio, and Michael Kerr in studio. I believe Lennox might be around too. Let's go.
Yes,
Mikey.
Yes, indeed. Yes. You know,
that refinery thing is
it makes you wonder how. No, but it makes you wonder too how things are conducted in the cabinet of Trinidad and Tobago. I mean, is it a matter that government may have to make a move to get somebody to purchase something or to engage in some sort of service contract? And rather than you would expect, of course, what you would expect as a citizen, there would be a high priority for a reputable company that is established, and the CEO or whatever, the governing committee, whatever of this management of this company, is people who, of course, has shown a track record of trustworthiness, integrity, honesty. Rather than it seems like the minute they have to come up with a company or a buyer, it's like, see who you could get that go give you back some money quick now. That's what it look like. We don't care whether they're on charges, whether they before the court. It's not about engaging with anybody who is a reputable person with a reputable company that could stand scrutiny, has been known to be transparent and do business above board. It's not like that. The priority is given to any company or any individual who could simply just give back. Mm-hmm. Or we need money for election, need money to campaign. And they don't care where it comes from. They don't care. Even if it causes us a geopolitical black eye, they simply do not care.
Let me play some voice notes there. When you get chance there to think out, because real people send the voice notes after Kevin Ramnarayan talk now.
Run it.
Yes, man. Oh boy.
The Mikey and Lennox. Let me tell you something. Rowley's a smart man. He trying to open back the refinery to make it look like election coming here, like I open back the refinery and I'm kind of ship it up. But he's a thief, and the man who link anything is a corrupt man. For example, look what's going on. All them gang of them 6, 7, 8, and 9. All of them is in PNM constituency. That's where it start from. Then they're talking about they know, and Fitzgerald Hines like he living in a bubble. They know who's the gang members. They know everything because according to you, Mikey, they know everything about the UNC, but they know nothing now what's going on in their own constituency. But all that we doing there is to make these dotish people and them feel like, yeah, like the man get the refinery sell, but he doing it in a crooked way, you know, white collar criminal running this country and this government.
Nice. Kobuki, put back up your things, yeah, my brother. Kobuki, put back up your things. All that coming up next go be Kobuki. Yes, let me just play a next voice note here. Let me see how much voice notes I could play. Quick.
Hello, good morning, Gong Report. You know, in life, we as a people, if we can make profit out of something, we just give somebody else it, and them just make profit and become millionaire. I see things like, okay, we had escort doing wire and steel or whatever, you know. We can't honest, we give an Indian it, and he thing metal man anyway. He make millions. He gone in the Malaysian country down there in the Middle East, Indian Pacific or wherever, and make millions there to open a steel company. So and then look like years ago they wanted to do something with Wassa with Trent Waters, or then they wanted to do with the pitch lake down gone with the Chinese, then the water. They don't get the other people it. Wassa could have been having Wassa water, bottled water years ago. I said over 40 years. I just from the Northern Range. If I tell you how much reservoir it empty and thing long ago in the colonial days. Anyway, forget about that. This one here now is the gas and oil and the refinery. The man say he not shutting it down. And look what go on there. So you can't trust nobody, you know. But this thing about the other corruption, them in corruption long time, he says that brotherhood are wrongdoers and that to keep each other secret. So I don't know how we go break that thing now. The man might carry certain thing to his grave and all. But anyway, all the best to the Gong Report and everybody who see it now, well, let the eye open.
Andy, play this message. I want to hear it. Andy, Lennox Mikey. How come the guy who always call and criticize Lennox, how come he not calling and talking about the Indian guy coming to take over or buy the refinery and praising Rowley for doing that? Why? Because the guys are Indian. And we, the Indian people who stand up against it, don't want it. But I'm sure he's a black guy. And why don't he call and praise Rowley for selling it to the Indian man? How come he don't talk about that for that? Call the guy there and mention something. You always talk about Lennox and negativity. Talk something positive. An Indian guy is coming to buy the refinery. Brother, call. Make a contribution. You nincompoop, you gotta have.
That's Mr. Arima, I think he's talking about. But we have 1 minute. Mikey, you can close it off. You know, on a Friday, in Kobuki is in studio. Yes. And they will play the disclaimer when you close it off. But you go ahead, Mikey.
All right, folks. Be safe out there. Don't remember, of course, there's no dance class this evening. No, there is that. No show. The dance class is this evening. I do apologize. So there's no corridor transformation. Get down, Lennox Smith, burn off your calories, get that marathon dance in, and walk with your camera. Folks, don't forget Andy for Grandy. We have a lot to discuss. So next week, full house. Everybody will be in studio. Until then, be safe out there. Up next, Kabuki. And stay locked on to great music and take you right back to Monday, 6 a.m. Then, be safe.
Shiny and Ari Restaurant. Open.
Disclaimer. More FM Limited, its owners and associates, accepts no responsibility for statements made by the talk show hosts or their guests. More FM Limited does not endorse any of the information provided during this commercially booked segment as the truth. That you have to judge for yourself. We, however, reserve the right to question statements made. But in this time of misinformation, government-controlled media, and corruption, it is sometimes hard to get the truth. But we must try. It is not our intention to discriminate or annoy anyone. We believe it is our constitutional right to free speech, to voice our opinion, and our duty to the population and country to expose the truth. More FM Limited takes no responsibility for the opinions of others.
Shiny and Ari Restaurant. Open for breakfast and lunch. 7 days a week,
6 a.m. to 10 p.m.
67 Western Main Road, St. James, opposite Stiders. Serving local breakfast items like sada, pies, fry and roasted baked, with all your favorite fillings and assorted lunches.
Available from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Get Pilau as low as $25 or get combination lunches from $25 to $40. Crab and dumpling on Fridays, 12 noon to 3 p.m.